As far as Mike Pinzone is concerned, it's all about the fold.
And you hear that breakage? Okay, so what happens is, see that line, that crisp line right there, and where it breaks? That's a perfect slice right there. And basically, when people say fork and knife, nah, come on now, I'll teach you how to eat it. And it's just like this. That's a slice of pie right there.
Pinzone would know, the owner of Papa's Pizza. Pinzone hails from a long line of pizza connoisseurs dating back to his grandparents, Italian immigrants who opened a New York City pizza parlor in the late 1940s.
My grandmother was Sicilian, my grandfather was Napoli Don.
Pinzone brought his pizza-making prowess to Pensacola about 15 years ago and introduced the Panhandle to a traditional New York pie.
It gets down to my three boys. Kids love pizza, but after we came here, every time I ask them if they want to go out for pizza, this is the first place and only place that they want to go to get pizza.
Not only is this New York style pizza, but I taught half the guys how to speak English in New York, and not only that, and taught them how to make pizza. So we still do everything the old-fashioned way. It's just unbelievable compared to anybody else.
It starts with the dough.
We make our dough daily, okay, and then we roll it by hand. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch it out like this. Now, I'm gonna throw this pie up in the air, but my grandfather used to tell me, Mikey, there's nothing about making pizza about throwing it up in the air. That's just for show. Basically, so I'm gonna do it just because I like doing it. So we just throw it up like that. Now, the sauce I make myself is a imported tomato. Now we're going to put a Grottesca Romano cheese on it. Now some people think that that's Parmesan. It's not Parmesan. This is an aged cheese. This is a Grottesca Romano cheese. It's a very sharp cheese. We're just going to put a little bit on it, give it that little flavor that people are saying, this tastes different. This is different. We like that. We're going to put mozzarella cheese that is the most expensive mozzarella cheese you can buy. So when you're spreading this cheese, you put it on the outside and work your way in. Now, I don't use scales and I don't use a cup and I don't use that. If the guys are not trained, then I don't want to make them pizza. I put it on a screen, but I'm going to cook it in slates that are 35, 40 years old. That right there is authentic New York style pizza.
I like it because you can taste the ingredients. It's the mozzarella is real mozzarella. It's not the artificial. The crust is always done to perfection. The pie, it's just it's incredible.
To the biggest cheese pizza that you could possibly get here. In fact, they even watch them make the dough and make the pizza right here in the window, and then they can't wait to eat it when it gets back to the table.
Even the menu at Papa's has a New York flair. From the Sicilian-style pizzas they make in limited quantities to Neapolitan-style pies named for Frank Sinatra, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci.
We like the pepperoni and the sausage. I also like just a nice slice of cheese every once in a while.
Although Papa's has a handful of locations in Northwest Florida and Alabama, Pinzone is partial to his Pensacola Beach restaurant.
The boardwalk that I'm located on is like the center of the island. It's in the core of the beach area, and so it's just ideal. I'm just not the best in Pensacola Beach. I'm actually the best anywhere.